Another great week, Raph, of Musicfest, and started off Wednesday, massive crowds, and that sort of teed everything up for the week.
It absolutely did. So we had Tyler Joe Miller on stage on Wednesday night, and the park was totally packed with country fans, and they were so enthusiastic. He was so well received, and he was so generous. He came out on stage, he brought his drummer up for a performance, not on drums. So he brought out a guitar and asked him to sing. There were sing-alongs, and I'd say that every country fan in Peterborough that attended had an excellent evening.
Country's huge here, as we know, and then leading into the weekend, kind of a different vibe, but just as great nonetheless.
Oh, absolutely. Totally different vibes. So on Saturday night, we had our Woven Stories event, which is a combination of pre-show cultural programming that we worked with in collaboration with the local communities, as well as a headliner on stage, Julian Taylor, who is a very critically acclaimed singer-songwriter based out of Toronto. His music is incredible. He spanned everywhere from like acoustic to like really upbeat blues. Everyone was up dancing. It was a great night. And the cultural programming that included Healing with Drums. So yes, so the pre-show cultural programming that preceded Julian Taylor's performance included the Curve Lake Men's Big Drum Group and some traditional dancing, as well as a welcome ceremony by Healing with Drums. It was absolutely beautiful. So we unfortunately had to cancel our canoe crossing, which would have started at the Canadian Canoe Museum, but we were under a severe thunderstorm watch at the time, and we didn't want to risk it. So we canceled that part. But what happened is the team brought over the canoe drum and put it at the front of the park and had an interactive experience. So people walking into the park could beat on the drum with the Healing with Drums performers, and it was just such a beautiful start to the evening.
Such a great visual to walk into, and you see that, and it gets people's attention right away, and something that's got people's attention from the get-go when you guys announced the lineup this Wednesday. Another big show coming up.
Oh, yes. I'd say that this is probably going to be one of the biggest nights at the park. So we have Matthew Good and his band coming on Wednesday, July 22nd, so that's in 2 days, and we're super excited to have him. He is an iconic Canadian alternative rock artist who's been through a few iterations through his musical career. So he started off as the Matthew Good Band with his set group of performers, and then that went from the late 90s to about 2002, and then he launched a solo career from 2003, which is still going strong. So Matthew Good and his band is going to be sort of a compilation of Matthew Good's solo stuff, as well as some of those absolute classic hits that you remember from the early 2000s. So we're really looking forward to this night. It's a great artist, and it's going to be a big night at the park.
And that's leading into another big show on Saturday. Who have we got coming here on the weekend?
It's big in a different way. So we have My Son the Hurricane coming, which is quite a large ensemble, I'll call them. They classify themselves as brass funk. So imagine like a lot of horns and loud, explosive music, I will call it. I think we're expecting 12 musicians on stage at the same time. So imagine, I think everyone's going to be up and dancing. And if you don't know who My Son the Hurricane is, just come on out, because you will want to know who they are.
Yeah, both of these shows, if you're a music fan, they're both going to be of interest, and lots of great music, lots of music that gets you going. And that's what you want at the park. When it's packed like that, you want the people moving. And with at least 12 people on the stage, I mean, you look around and you just see all that talent. Everyone's doing something different, and those are the shows that are fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, you don't have to know the artist on stage to come down and enjoy a night at Musicfest. Sometimes it's about discovery, and it's about, finding something new and interesting. That's actually one of the benefits of working at Musicfest, is like finding out about all these artists that wouldn't normally make it into your playlist. And then all of a sudden you come out, you see a great show and have a great experience, and you're like, I love this band.
Yeah, and with it being free, you've got nothing to lose. You come down and enjoy it, and there's other stuff going on as well. We always talk about the 50/50, the vendors, the food. There's a lot of action in the hours leading up to the main stage performances.
Absolutely. And the addition of the Future Sound Series side stage that happened last year and that we expanded to 14 nights this year is another great way to experience like a whole night at Music Fest. So we have two different artists this week coming to the Future Sound Series side stage. We have Graeme Jonez, who's based out of Toronto, and he's an Indigenous artist who sort of spans the a bit alt rock roots, and he's going to be on the Future Sound Series side stage the same night as Matt Good. And then we have Alycia Hebert, who is based out of Whitby, and she'll be opening before My Son the Hurricane. So Future Sound Series is at 6:30 p.m. So vendors are open and happening. You'll get to hear an emerging artist on that stage, and then you can buy your 50/50 tickets, come and check out the Music Fest merch. And then we also have a new gamification app, which you can access through QR codes at the park. And so if you are, say, bringing kids, or you're, looking for something to sort of entertain you in between the Future Sound Series and the main artist, you can play games and win prizes. And there are some good prizes in the app.
Always fun to win stuff. And I just want to go back to the 50/50 for a second. So anyone who purchases that, how does that work? When does the draw happen? I know there's people walking around selling the tickets, but beyond that, you just wait for your number to be called while you're here that night?
No, well, it's not called on stage like it used to be. I would say pre pandemic, we would announce on the stage because it was a different style of lottery. But we post the number online by 9:30 p.m. So we sell tickets till 9 p.m. We post online by 9:30 p.m. the winning ticket number. But you can also go to the musicfest5050.ca website to find out what that winning number is after 9:15 p.m. each night.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Food, prizes, great people, and of course, great music right here at Del Crary Park as Music Fest continues all summer long.